Young man says you are what you eat well. Old man says you are what you wear, well. Young man says you are what you eat well. Old man says you are what you wear, well.
These pink and yellow people are giving me the creeps. I need to deviate through the seeps in the building cause my feet are killing and I think my shoulders separated. We need to take off the makeup, cover up the A-cup and straight up leave your personality with open arms receiving jackets. This racket is becoming eternal. All the girls line up so we can pretend to be real men with testosterone and happy median. Voices compressed with helium. The marathon runners choking on the mirror image teasing him. Welcome to the masquerade where friends become strangers consumed with anger. Stop the danger. There's children in the building willing to sacrifice to learn about the facts of life while their dad still acts like the father figure. Don't bother, I'm a bigger man with bigger feet and bigger hands and bigger plans and grinding hips and teeth. This is weak, kiss my cheeks. Rhymes are the only disease that I carry and I don't carry weapons. If I could only be stepping in a continuous direction for more than 3 seconds, I'd make it to the restroom to clean these infections out of my system. Systematically insane teeny boppers blending in the crowd of buttoned up shirts and jewelry. I stand out as a victim to tomfoolery, but the joke's on you cause at the end of the night I'm going home with no worries while guys hurry to find the girl. The role's playing nervous, they realize they can't be doomed to a dating service. Degrading worthless entities doesn't get my blood flowing, instead leaves me choking and asking the continuous question, is he joking? I'm sure hoping, but a whole lot can happen. Out of the blue bottle smashed over past insignificance and significant others. Instant lovers for the remainder of the evening is what I'm seeing from leaning on this autographed wall and laugh at all the quote-unquote tough guys who must try to prove their masculinity but still hold their virginity. Let's ride her to the core of this establishment on GTs and deviate the seeps cause everything is killing me. You are what you wear and you wear what you are on your bruised shoulder.
Young man says you are what you eat well. Old man says you are what you wear, well.
You are what you eat and you are what you wear with your hardcore stare. You breathe clean air in your Nike Airs, and I might be scared if you had leg hairs. You do rag wear, you're self-made tear. You travel in pairs, buy bottles of there. It's too much to bear. You are what you wear, you are what you eat. You just that beat, eating pussy to sleep. He raps new beats, rapped in studios. Made some videos in his brand new wardrobe. Half the city knows city folks ain't playing dominoes at no corner store. No corner horse, 44s, 45s, 22s or 9s. Carry one in your rhymes alongside your gold chains and diamond rings. But you remember this one thing.
Young man says you are what you eat well. Old man says you are what you wear,
Well, I had a different infinite insight since I was an infant with bright eyes. Not yet held down by the lies, pure innocence with no disguise. Family ties taught me my morals, I realize. Live life to the fullest today and not tomorrow. Heartbreak my home, sorrow another story I suppose. Love, hate, envy and greed, cutting you like sharp coral. Soon to feel the need to borrow a cover reality from your neighbor. Smoking, cursing, grabbing on your jock in public was considered bad behavior. Trying to find a god or a savior, but the testimony was odd and the story was foggy like vapor. I needed something to fill this emptiness. And MC was the last laugh, had a chance to fight back against the strikes needed in my flight path. Friends turned bitter over a dime sack, defined with the lines in these raps. I'm too kind to these cats, I figure the facts must be under their place mats. The bigger the table, the more seats to meet at. You are what you eat, I can't believe you can't see that. And you should seek rehab, cause I got a new map and a jaw flap, a blank piece of paper on my lap. A few more facts for some fun and some thumbtacks that pierce on these behind the back lab rats. All I got is my rhyme book, some sanity in my knapsack. You are what you wear, and you're wearing this track. You're wearing this track.
As I try this track on, I sing songs while mowing lawns. This is where I belong. I stand strong, upright, up all night I write. I'm winning the fight with crime, life, jail time, and my wife. My mic is me. I am my mic, I never think twice. No matter the price, I say what I like. You say that I bite, and I say that I might. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But when I'm long gone, I'll still be writing songs. I'll still be writing songs. Cause I am what I wear and I am what I eat, and I hate this beat and I'm wearing this track. Haven't you heard all the facts? My mind's running laps from the future to the past, and it's moving too fast. Every album's my last, making my cash from subbing the sass. Cause music's a hobby, it lives in my body, free in the lobby. And it's not about karate or drinking 40, smoking blunts, smacking fine hoes. No, you lie. Everything on this album is true. Listen to the album what's through, then do what you want to make copies. I'll give you a cover and a 3-inch floppy disk. A wish for a wish, a diss for a diss. You're making them famous, speaking their language. They're all entertainers, riddled with pages. Real mistake of the Star Trek pages, and all I have is this little old saber, a pencil and paper. And I'm dressed like a rapper, but that doesn't matter, cause I am a rapper, a self-made pastor, preaching on my Hewlett Packard, watching Ice Cube the actor, before and after. How did this happen? Release an album, then you start acting in action flicks. I started wearing a condom, got a rash, and I shit with the help of laxatives. I'm feeling sick from the #1 hit. #1 on the charts is falling apart. The witherable dart is on life supports. The doctors decide to pull the plug as the thugs line up at the hospital entrance. As death comes in the form of a life sentence, the Reaper's presence brings fear to those made part of his bone collections. Left alone with no directions, has no complexion, he's alive. Taking on another form, another rap star is born. Cause of everyone that's destroyed, there's a lot less noise. Taking the joy out of what I do, and once I'm through, nothing will be new. Using everything up its loot.
Separate the colors, the word of the day is hate. Cross the bow and arrows together, regenerate the bear between our faces. Let's create something where whenever we feel displaced, we can cross the bridge to your house, seek shelter, marmalade, a special scent of extra deception. And cripple bones, called westward help to the entrance. A threshold, better gestures of perfection, the place in the place that evening. And I alone do not feel grateful, take no prisoner, I can't mistake those hatred faces. Look into the eyes and eyes manipulate the ego. No big win of opportunity, I speak of me so fluently, and the gates close. And I was locked outside, peering in, I count the minutes between my arrival and the pod, the numbers we father leaving my board and getting harder. Plus my attention span was wearing thin. They can see my scat face staring in, but ignore the curtains, clothing, show business had no place outside in the garden. My breath was visible as it hovered in front of the window and clattered it. Why did I forget the certain clothes that make you warm when you're outside? The wind was harsh and it was even harsher when accompanied by the sound of it. Something made my stomach rumble and I couldn't laugh the pain away. Overcame what's inside my mind is God's and I'm losing miserably. Guess I don't know how to play the game. I could even walk in straddles, being broken down physically, but I had the intelligence to overrun the current events. On the wind of a latch to the hatch of unheard ideas stirring strong inside my brain. Touching the knees of the goosebumps are getting unbearably bigger. I vanished from the window into the backyard. Endless figures of warning amount of signation in a black card. I constructed a device that could resist the harsh nights. My journey to the center, and this is where the past starts.
Possibility of hostility lurking in virtually your deepest thoughts. Imagine the world collapsing with a pin drop. Now listen to the bugs that silence your eardrums. Freedom is falling, the world's revolving around the revolvers. Revolution solutions lie toward the face and fingertips. Anti-terrorists, undercover confirmationists, press my button situations. H-bomb detonations as a praise and facing the inevitable deviation of civilization. The mental patients win, held anxious in sanctions, awaiting conformities, cooperative collaborations, formation. But the sensation to perform decapitation enumeration is outrageous. The pages of treaties were torn to confetti by greedy pawns of plenty chemical engineers who hold fears in a jar of fallen tears for souvenirs. As their period reigning, the mysterious superstar broadcasting live with counterparts, hidden hostility, the sound alarms to create apocalypse intentions. Wedged into the center of the couch with a big screen TV, third dimensional visions of bleeding. It's just another day sightseeing, screaming horizons emphasize this disguised metal mind virus. Self-psychiatrists constructing destruction and populated eruption, spontaneous combustion, nothing left but the breath of one man or woman laughing.
Hostile intentions, a makeshift invention. Who needs extensions when I'm wireless? I use power cords for the tunnel war against the virus in hostile environments. The lost child in bar can't find his way home for years. He finally makes it home and the poor child was all grown and in tears. He's acting weird towards his own people. It's the unknown that's evil, and what's known divided by whatever doesn't equal the answer. The equation is raising eyebrows. The pressure from the Earth's gravity is pulling that feeling from his first cavity. And what's worse is no nurse to test him for allergies. He gets blizzards from the sun, always on the run from hostility and his higher guns. Hostility laced on drums in its purest form. His shoes are water on his hands. He survives the current of corn and can't. He was born in the hands of God, shocked from gripping the lightning rod. He was brought to outer space where he had space to be hostile. My style, signature.
Yeah, call it hidden hostility. Smothered beef in A1 bullseye concept. Document process so I can accept what's left of the crumbled footsteps. Leading up to the shiesty hand slaps, Mr. Rhyme, I'm master of popping the gossip blister. A glossy twister of behind the back cats who can't cut it without some safety scissors. You're either on the home bench or you're just a visitor. Thinking thoughts bitter than vinegar. Switch hitter colder than the winner. My inner eyes stick splinters in the wannabe winners. They haven't caught up to me yet, just beginners. With a stale clown smile, tall tale telling I'm not buying what you're selling. Here's a turntable needle for the swelling. It's all lies. Your disguise is melted, realize that's that. Will you please pull that knife from my back? Do I detect hidden hostility or is that an act? I need the facts. Makeshift Einsteins, Helix, and we got a walrus on the track. We've been watching the suspicious surveillance. Silent sirens, super secret satellites. Slice the night air, slight scare, it might be there, but it's not where you think it is. It's hidden with no description, seems fiction. Infrared night sight vision disguised by the moonlight. I might never look up again, the sky's not so bright, my friends. It sees your heart, it sees your pain, it doesn't ease your brain. Please refrain from cleaning old stains, clenching onto what remains of my privacy in the rain keeps falling on me. Can't you see the satellites glancing at your afterlife? They're after your mic. Catalyst, what do you think about that sight for sore eyes?
The impact will forever change the world's pride.
Yeah, I hear, but I got a problem understanding with invading spaces and demanding power over all while I'm handling these races among rats standing tall. All I need is a long nap before I'm back on call. MC slash massive working class minimum wage slave to walk into these caves, behave how I like. There's only one thing that is right, the satellite can't see my blood type on a constant fight to beat the information termite who think it's all you can eat buffet night. Open light is off, no vacancy, but lately I've been walking looking down at the rotation of my footprints. They give no hints, no purpose.
It's all a big conspiracy. My life's the latest sensation. In reality, TV stations, but no one hearing me. It's involuntary participation. So they use satellite communication to broadcast my life to the television nations who live vicariously through my daily needs, despite my private humiliation and need for sensation of this privacy invasion, depriving me all for the ratings. They end up hating all those participating in the online trading my dirty laundry. Catalyst TV, 24 hours a day. You can see me on channel number 5. While I'm living, while I'm hurting, I am giving. Hope you're learning, but you still can't drop your eyes despite the burning feeling. This is wrong, that's righteous stealing. I just don't belong like optics in the ceiling. Silent song, constant eye on your shoulder. 22 years old, they watch as I grew older. All along the silent soldier, I organize the society to stop Big Brother's entirety. They sit quietly, wait patiently for the sign. What's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. I beat the machine at his own game and opened blind eyes wide. Finally untied from the lounge chair. Once released, he became aware not to make any sudden moves, cause cameras and motion sensors, they're everywhere. Their pictures crystal clear, they're watching you too. Any day now they're coming. Television numbing your 6th sense. Cameras in the plumbing to keep John Pugh public in a state of suspense. And free men running to the forest, fetch your tents and camping gear. We'll rebuild the world, redefine freedom and end the fear. With far beyond driven, powers taken, not given. Stop sitting, start living. Smash your television and shoot down the satellites, cause they're watching you too. Shoot down the satellites.
They stand above our craniums with wires inside titanium, feeding frequencies to the station, awaiting invasions. The tape is rolling, domestic disturbance followed by government service. What do the streetlights see? Modern day spy game, high frame resolution to prosecute prostitutes, property disputes, putrid solutions, relying on illusions. It's a nuisance, it soon sins past through this society as a last resort with little reliability. Memories of the past tense. I past tense with alarm systems reflecting actions from satellite positions, controlled by vision, liberal extraterrestrial glitches from figments of human eyeballs, minus the pigment. When night falls, weirdos roam with Lysol and say cheese with a toothless grin, and let the ruthless in to pay a visit. Who's gonna win? The excuses begin. Footage is trimmed with exact precision to clarify equivalent vision or suspicions. A parody to pirates, undercover iris. I spy with this telescope lens, fender bend. Shards of everything include lies, lies in the system disguised in Radio Shack for the price of your sanity. They stand above me with wires inside titanium, feeding frequencies to the station, awaiting invasions. The tape is rolling, domestic disturbance followed by government service. What do the streetlights see?
I open my eyes, hoping they don't buy my life. Hiding behind the hype, the tears get wiped before the light as the light gets dim. Nobody knows who controls their souls. After we go, we're gone. It's back to the old, lonely done. The light is turned on, the light is turned off. The planet stops, waiting the sun, waiting for its day to come. Debating whether to run to the sounds of drums or not. The walls talk, wrap me out to the clock. Switch balls, all lost or past. The privacy of lucid bras and a bare ask. I ask on behalf of the innocent. A massive NASA instant, a mission for better vision. We're listening as the rays bounce back to home base. Printed on the whole page around the world. And one day the photo safe with me. Wait, they should be paying me. I'm an actor who listens to bass beats for 8 weeks. Does that defeat the purpose of them watching? I must be costing them a fortune. I wonder who see me red-faced on the porcelain. They're awarding the peace prize. The government spies who lie in their back, looking up at the stars that look back. From afar they laugh, but I laugh. Clear, clean path so they can see what I have in my lab. They poison my tabs just to watch how I act, but I don't act for free. RCA's, handicaps, Sony networks, work.
Here I am. I'm here. Here I am. Transformed to what you think I should be. Open-minded. The convenience stores close with the blink of a deceptive eye. The true colors come out to play with themes of destruction and candlelit dinners. But the dimmer is broken.
Today is a new beginning and a story. I'm stuck reading between the lines written by robots, and ink drops faster than salt water, with a tight grip around reality, facing falsehood in this abnormal position that seems way too familiar. Locked inside the futuristic television with sitcom reruns, they're constantly projected for private viewings, and sell perspective at the concession stand for the price of your Rolex. Listen carefully, you can still hear the ticking. Tick, tock, tick,
Dallas with the inner sensitive.
Change the chump, change the
Break it, take it.
Yeah. Fans with gold fronts.
On the sneak tip, on the sneak tip. On the sneak tip.
Unfamiliar strengths surrounding city limits, shitty circus, then business is busyness and blundered undercover, scrambled rubber, stick figure kids with gold fronts, forced in mental orphanage, fingers like worms swirl my apple orchards, reality torturous, wonder is a man wandering in a slumber, pondering if life is worth another summer, dead or alive. If you're a blade runner, then step on the razor that touches my skin when I shave every night, walk a page with my pen, bleed ink on white cement, crack concrete, form a motion, form a movement, complete, half empty city, drank that damn potion and tasted the wasted space. Some like to keep the writing, some like the lid of this place. Kitty box shit and lip mutter on stage. Whatever forthcoming rage displayed without burst combat. What's that? Definitely nothing to fall back on. Pawns only move one step at a time. I pull my horse out, squeeze face, forceps style. Forceps now to make the checkmate. Give your head a good shake. Four fronts in the hotel Cincinnati hallway. Yo, I like your freestyle. Yeah, it's been here for a while and I'll be doing it till I'm senile. I got a mile long sneak style file. And you can read it while you're sleeping in your dreams. Feeding verbal fiends with feedback. What are we talking about on this track? Well, let's see. While your wallet's busting at the seams, I'm pinching pennies and lap ratting with Matt Labatt and the patent to makeshift rapping. So quit your laughing and go take a handful of aspirin. I'm asking anyone for extra shoelaces. I'm looking sloppy, trying to walk a few paces. People choking on my exhales with blue faces. Refuse to be reduced by races. This is the third trip around the bases and there's no score yet. You can bet the tasteless don't know what's coming. An album set to turn on the vacancy sign. It's unfamiliar, it's not the same, it's not a playing game, it's a playing game, and I'm not about to lose, too confused, gold front expressions.
Change, jump, smash, must, jump, change. You ass backward weirdo.
No, he's not. Yes, he is.
I am a sin, I am a stone that's launched and thrown at bitter winds. The sounds of make-believe and assess support of brittle limbs. I am a friend, I am the knife that stabs your back and trust. And countless days of writing lines between the eyes for no lasting touch. I am the end, I am the wall that stops the courage from passing through. I am the shifting eyes that know the guilt when I am asking you the questions. I am the message that got lost within the storm. I am the land whole conceiving words where my sins were born. I am alone, I am the mold that grows along itself. The multiplying, foster, dripping, greed, condoned and drawn by wealth. I am the whisper, laughing voice behind your head. I am the only sin of acceptance, whether or not you alive or dead. I am addicted, I am the passion, I am vans, a plastic armor, rest my shield. I am asleep, I am a tired man, a postulated communication. The world surrounds our pleasant minds, a glance into the future where I speak in words instead of rhymes. The light begins to dim, and my perspective in your beauty unravels slowly. I am alright, a collective simple noise that has no sense of void. I am the light, which added ears to lend it to my approach. I fill the void with courage and dead awakening. Now as I fender when I arose, the walls are always there for me. The knocking was my door, the fear of minutes. You walk to the frame, disappear, diminish. I am the cage you can find with no control or freedom to speak. I am the virus, you can't start sneezing, your breathing's depleted. I am the hole inside your hand, waiting when does it land erupt. The Teflon is absorbed and takes effect when you pick up your assess of trust. I am indeed, I am the shards of broken glass that cut you ready, broken hand that broke the cat. It's warm, but it's getting too cold to act. I am the question remains unanswered. I am the pasta stays in cancer. I am the crime of suffocation that makes you rude. State your manners. I am a threat, a toxic plank of wobbly shoes, a stolen pride, a theft, a jack that's on your head is nodding to.
Too many times I've been attacked by bears and lions. Too many times I find my eyes in a jar of glass.
The past to the present, I learned my lesson. I'm through with deception, booze and aggression. I move to attachment, I lose by a fraction. It's time for some action, it's more than attraction. Attracted to what do I do? Run right through as the clock strikes 2. It moves on to 3, just can't sleep. Sleeps for the weak, but as time goes on, I sleep then repeat. Beat the streets with brooms and mops. As time gets lost, the big hand stops, and the moss keeps growing on the wrong side of the tree. his fine. Lost time, he's losing his mind. Too many times, he pretends he's blind. Too many times, we catch him lying. Too many times, he's broken his spine. Lost time, he's losing his mind. Trying to define the words that collide. Explode to life, bring life to a mic. One man's in sight, it's his fight. Tonight's his night with his lips zip tight. He mumbles a sentence under his breath, looking for revenge for a suffering death. One step in time in the wrong direction. A song of rejection playing again and again and again in his head. A hero defending the dead, laying in his bed, eating water and bread. Doesn't want to be bothered, pushing his set so the clock says 12. Problem solved, this time dissolved in salt water. Father time lost.
Too many times I've been attacked by bears and lions and lions and lions. Too many times I find my eyes in a jar of glass.
Gentlemen, the hours tire one, even here, where there is no day and no night, only permanent peace.
Too many times, he's lying. Too many times, we catch him lying. Too many times, he's broken his spine. Lost time, he's losing his mind. Too many times, he pretends he's lying. Too many times, we catch him lying. Too many times, he's broken his spine. Lost time, he's losing his mind.
If you don't have one, you better get one. One hand to the pen, one hand on the mic, one grasping life, one task in sight, one struggle to write. There's only one sunlight, one muzzle is tight. The humble is minded, the troubled he might be slightly mumbled. The hooded man with a cry-log can in his hand. One king, one command, one chance to rule the lands. One dance with the world, one glance at a girl, one stance when the wind whirls. One sin curls around the devil's finger, another falls off God's lips. One wire was put there so you trip. There's one more way to express your gift. One flip of the tongue, one spirit lift. One stiff drink, one less brain cell. One takes pain well, one ticket to hell. One hand basket, one unmarked casket. One hazard to health, one has to ask for help. When you run out of breath, fill it in with one cut. Hell of a fat baseline one time. One loop with a hi-hat. Makeshift Einsteins, chills, Labatt. One line can bring it all back to a lost, frosted memory. Casted in one deep chasm. One more sneaking brain spasm. I had him 1 second and then he's broken and lost again. One more pen to be my friend. One more chance to pretend I don't live here and I don't have ears, but I do have one eye and half a makeshift brain the size of a notebook. Nope, not a crook, but if you're not careful, steal your train of thought for a minute or two.
The two-headed monster, 2 times, 2 wives at 2 times, only 2 fine, 2 kinds of 2 blind, 2 ride, 2 Timbuktu, 2 signs remind him to climb into 2 binds, never to settle in 2 breasts. It's 2 tense. I sold 2 cents for 2 cents to 2 men and a 2 ballerina to try to piece 2 and 2 together to gather the 22 times 2 to overcome 2 turtle doves, 2 Noah's Ark, to dodge 2 months of too much water, all to punish 2 individuals, 2 extensions not to be mentioned to yourself or with your sidekick, sequel, clone or significant others tied toe to toe, minus 2 vowels sent to travel to T.O. My God, too many times.
3 of me and 2 of you and 1 of him as 3 bowling pins fall at exactly 3 o'clock. The 3 of us talking 3D glasses, eating freezy plastic in 3-peat fashion. A 3-foot package reaches away from the average. I paid $3 for my badges, undo 3 latches, release the endangered species in 3s. I live in 3 trees with 3 leaves on each. I eat tea leaves 3 times a day. I write to 3 beats at the same time, and all my rhymes are the same. 3 times the size of my own brain. 3 lives get 3 months, the same kind of pain. So I remain 3 times the person than when I came. With 3 names, I keep naming myself over again. I don't know when, but one day I'll own 3 pens. Pay rent 3 months in a row. 3 miles to go on the 3rd aisle of the grocery store with 3 piles of live crows at the third checkout, the third house of 2 rows. I'm missing 3 pages of my Bible, 3 faces missing on the stolen statue.
4 major angles, even more possible outlooks, 400 phone calls that make like 4-wheel Ford trucks. For off-road ability, it's free from the penalty. Forum assembly seems forum infinity for most. After the third born 4, who then I'm a new identity. And you thought too forward when you assumed obscenity. I cleverly got clever, for sleep to no effort. I closed my eyes and pictured the desert, where 4 remaining buzzard feathers rest for desperate. The north is Stonehenge, the east diagram in Egypt, the south mapped by the Mayans, the west we don't see yet. 4 bars.
Hello? 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 Anybody there? No. Hello? Hello? Hi. My name is Mike, and I'm an antisocial hermit MC. Eventually, I'll meet my destiny when I'm done with the best of these recordings. Sorry, this part, you know what? This part is boring. I just don't have the time unless you wanna rhyme. I have an open mind, so the time will pass quickly. Hermit MC, ecstasy entrapment until we finish rapping, or the bat will smash your skulls. I act bashful, best friends aggravated from this dead end. No crossing the line, but these lines rewrite these rhymes 3 times to define the final copy with Helix, the vinyl jockey. I just wanna rock beats, cause talk is cheap, so I might drop a piece of mind for the Makeshift Einsteins. I couldn't possibly define the atrocity of mine. Spelling, dwelling on delivery, Hermit MC. My name is Mike, what a coincidence. I coincide with myself in little difference. For instance, we're both mechanical, the hand will pull the force, receiving kinetic energy. Hermit MC, Makeshift Einsteins, Helix GSG, Hermit MC. Hermit MC. I'm not coming out tonight, not tonight.
I wrote the lines for covering what covers my toad-like posture. Another victim ensemble of how I avoid the crowd of bitterness, a razor lad essential of how I disagree to the ventriloquist utters who mimics me against the vengeful god who won't let me perfect these soliloquies. I don't belong in the eye of others. I've seen misplaced when I can see at least 3 other faces who can stare at me. I need my space. I need my therapy. I need a place that I can serve with a furnace from hell inside. A camouflage disguise from a shell. I need a maid who'll take care of me. Clean off all the garbage surrounding my legs. Inspired pills in a bag and cracked shell from an egg. I'll spend nothing but 21 weeks until no sleep, until I complete and have at least a dozen albums under my feet. And when I have nothing to write, so I wrote goodnight. I wrote off with rust in my spoke. I'm invited. Well, tonight is a Monday, which means I'm staying home and rapping. And tomorrow's a Tuesday, which means I'm staying home and finishing recording. And the next day's a Wednesday. Well, that won't happen. I plan to practice my scratching. And Thursday's the day I try to blend both scratching and rapping together. And Fridays I'm working and I can't go out because I'm working early the next morning. And not that Saturday or Sunday or school because I'm tired, so I sleep like a fiend who needs it. Who cares if I'm not present? As soon as I enter the social venue, I find the exit right away in a nutshell.
We hate weirdos, especially purple-headed weed eaters and gangster caterpillars with fishnet stocking centipedes, sentimental Mr. X, boy and girlfriend, melting hallucinogenics, genetic freak of nature. Boy David Suzuki is intelligent, capable, connected, cable provides motivation, heavy rotation, radio station, stimulated metalheads, contain tinfoil cancer cells, lies for medicine, intelligent failures, frying squirrels in trailer park trash, compactors of thoughts and samples and drum loops, combinations of chemical warfare, in the corner horsehair, prepare the pot of gold for the rainbow tangled in the 4-legged spider's web. 3, 2,
we hate weirdos. Where's Waldo type people? By day they're good, by nightfall they're evil. Scattered puzzle pieces uncover a hidden thesis, bruise and batter. My muzzle releases, wonder who's had it, confused, climbing a ladder, abusive chatter. You're a weirdo, there's no mind over matter. I've created a world where humans don't matter. It's It's a perfect science if you think about it. Form an alliance with still silence. My calm rocks around with closed eyelids. Raping the essence, my fatal flaw. Learn my lesson, still I fall. Angels walk, so I crawl. Weirdos talk, so I say nothing at all.
Be yourself. Pretending someone else possess your brain cells. As a child playing with sleigh bells. Guys with navel piercing weirding me out. More than faces on tree spouts. These spouts tend to leave out information and result in abnormal brain disfiguration. In the same configuration as tumors and mental patients. Anxious anxieties define these standards. The ambers of your eyes are disappearing. It was that whole Britney Spears thing and those weirdo earrings. Fearing what the mirror's seeing so early in the morning. I'm sorry, boring instead of weirdo.
Yes, weirdos roam where those oppose their presence. No disappearing act this time. Forgotten track, a rotten candy apple eating contest. Take a bite, watch the worm rock the mic. Close the blinds, open them when it's night. They seem to be friendly, they're really my enemy. With envy in sight, you're all alike. Your concepts, your names, conversation stays the same. You've been branded with a stupid sensibility. Get off the topic at hand and hand me a topic offsetting to where there's good weather and no light. Because my methods of melody got 'em thinking this is life. No one's telling me that reality is thinner than the edge of a knife. 14 people can't fit in my hedge, alright. Insider, in fact, I try to keep a bit of sanity intact, but still manage to find some weirdos for this track.
Weird with a full beard in a tier 1 division. Found in a weird position. Do what I hear under suspicion for wandering the wrong wing. Bathe in a hot spring. I bring my own medication. A singing sensation. Thinking registration fees. Ease into the next mood swing. I grow wings and fly away. Down to the bay where I've seen play figures come to life with big knives and soup spoons. Loons on my loony. Truth through white teeth haunt me when I speak. Unique. Hades sneak chills at will, fill space with statements. Weirdo.
So hello there, I guess this would be my introduction. Congratulations, I'm conceived up at my back. And what's stopping, I must not get off topic. The keyboard player, I am the double H, the entrance I leave. But through the exits I follow, breathing toxic fumes. 40 hours a week, perhaps one day I'll retire. How envision the me to include the future, always looking ahead or to endure the dead. I call myself corrupt, as greedy as I can be. I don't settle for enough, I always wrestle for too much. Freckled face, barely standing, squawky limbs, crawling home, retiring on the couch. Daily life, the same thing over and over again. No one can understand me, but I understand them. Modest, nearly nude individual, comparable to the click from a watch, stopping the itch that resists the scratching of the rotatable disc and favorable switches. Listen to the chicken. Post-human, almost member of the people organization. The evasion is coming. I have the blueprint stored in my basement. It took a click and a notice. I'm still thinking of making myself the only person in the world to breathe out poison progressively. It took a pocket to hold it. I'm still thinking I'm drinking the spoiled milk in exchange for a quarter cancer and ecstasy. It took a lot of reporters to record the drunk soliloquy with no intent to lessen my speech, although the liquor affected me. Took a rook in the corner, borderline my intents of treason. Vengeance a step from my destiny worth meeting.
Hello, I'm different from nothing, opinion drenching from start to finish. The vision of vision, the path is forsaken. Awake in a state of amusement, influenced by the scrutiny of truancy. God damn it, where's the hand with the silver platter, handing me kinetic energy? Social Hermit Emcees. See, passive for a minute, indifferent from nothing. Everything reminds me of a circus. The purpose of the ringleaders to see politicians. This is not a recording, but there was a rehearsal. It was a private one. Eyelids open wide with excitement when I hear the melody. The media is muted, consumed with confusion in a neat and patty matter. Nothing matters. Looking through this people at the neon people screaming evil obscenities while the years of virginity tender the act of the target market. Hello, I'm Mike the artist. For your entertainment, my brain is connected to the speakers. Hades Helix sneakers. These words were preferred from a list of many. I hate green pores of envy and pointless enemies with tendencies to heat the bottle. Completed novel of everything indifferent from nothing. Hello, I'm Hades.
hi there, my name is Sneak, Mr. Chump Change, caught in the mixture of pre-posed pictures, feel like a shotgun passenger wearing a no vacancy sticker. As an MC, angered easily, tangled freely in a mangled makeshift webbing, triangle type chain link fencing. There is no room to consume pretending. Splice wire stitches for mending scriptures for defending the bending of outer lenses. Who's lending me their common sense so I can tie these loose ends by drinking a moose set with a few friends. It's a silly simple similarity to shut up society and silently paint the silhouette with a variety of different colors. Open wide, one eye, pathological lies hides under ivory sheets beneath ink stains, flooded in time and pressure embedded in the veins. Glass half empty type of wine ready to sip the sweet yet bitterness. Yeah, a sinner I guess, but I've been in this world long enough to know about regrets and how cold winter gets. It's one of the perks of the job requirements. So 20 years down the road, a sloth destined for early retirement with a crack in the center cerebral, never to leave the room until checking the peephole. Step through the door only to stub my toe with a nail in the floor. There's no product in the store. We sell nothing but documents of how much pocket then I feel when I reach to grasp what's left of the mask so we can talk. And he used to tell me things I needed to hear, so I only kept him around when the coast was clear. Together we don't like people chanting escape remains equal. All day my eyes stuck in this damn people. I guess through here life looks deceitful. Maybe I should switch eyes. I should change your eyes.
What's the point of life if you got nothing to live for? Find the purpose in suffering and it makes no sense. Or is it that it's up to you to make a choice to put yourself through? I guess you have to decide who you are and what you should do. The earth is my meeting ground, find its pleasure within its warmth. I'm here to stay, as for after, I have no plans. Everything I've ever wanted to hold fits right in my hands. So I'm not in the bleachers, in the crowd, or in the stands. I'm holding a mirror to myself with a full list of demands. I want this, and that, and this and that. And
everything is thinking in a state of utopia. Open your mind from the inside and ride to psychiatrist with an eye in this psoriasis. Lost inside my iris, I insist. Staying confined to this spineless padded chair with matted hair and added stare to that diploma there where you sit and share your unfair diagnosis. I suppose this fortune that you owe is atrocious. Thoughts can be ferocious.
Thoughts can scatter like roaches, so let's scratch the surface of a certain slimy serpent. What's the purpose hiding behind those closed curtains? Memories left hurting tends to be the person mended seams with empty dreams lurking, still searching, but the situation worsens. Ballpoint pens bursting, cursing at my cursive lettering.
Is that the phone?
Let it ring.
but aren't you home?
I don't know a thing, and why should I try to bring a lost thought back to comprehension? Without further ado, did I mention deja vu causes tension in a sentence that comes back on you with a vengeance? Haven't been the same since, feeling kinda odd. Moved about an inch from the gods, found myself lost in a state of hostility. Recreate my memory.
Thoughts with a purpose.
I don't have to trust you to love you or even own you. The past was only a threat back when I can always forget to phone you. Regrets zero, the confidence one. I move the only lips worthy enough for me to run. I run my mind across a curvy horizon line, at a loss of words to explain the fate that lies in time. Methodical in design, another makeshift Einstein.
Deep and shallow sexual tension, greedy money.
Knee deep in thoughts of ME-01 sins plenty.
Empty humans gently ruin their life by repetition.
Slight muzzle on the mind, sign of mental submission.
There's no holds barred in the thought process.
Nuclear suffocation.
What's the purpose?
We're all acting nervous, clueless at what we're facing.
The solution lies in changing the past and erasing the ties.
I'm replacing my rhymes with nothing but a melody.
The open mind felony.
No one tells me anything, so I figure life out by myself.
Undoubted, think about it.
Who says we needed help?
Thoughts brought to us for a purpose, pushed to the surface, transferred into verses used before every purchase, lurches in the back of my mind, trying to decide, reply to the question, educated, innovative depression, to fit the session, a passion for aggression. Think before I do, that's all I gotta do, walking down Waterloo to Gray. Which way should I go as my mind flows with possibilities? I clinch into memories, my thoughts have no boundaries. Batteries, push, stop, soft rock, shattered to pieces. My thought reaches, releases, but never teaches. I keep my thoughts to myself, on the top shelf. Mental health, purpose in our verses. Purpose, give handle to churches. Purpose makes our music worthless. Thoughts brought to the surface. Purpose in our verses. Purpose, give handle to churches. Purpose makes our music worthless.
Back in his day, they thought he was crazy, but he taught them E equals MCs are squared. The future is a black hole, the past is a star's birth, the present devoting a biological soul to our earth, living grace behind this thin wall of space with no guarantees at all. I see a place labeled home, programmed in hieroglyphics on the wall. The minds knew it, the math then was this advanced. You and me couldn't do it alone though, work together, worker ants, build and destroy, a hill to employ by, climb up then roll down or just wave when you drive by. The whole town dependent on minimum wage slaves. Why? I don't know, God just made me this guy. Back in his day, they thought he was crazy, but he taught them E equals MCs are squared.
You don't even know me on a first name basis. My face is the unfamiliar base of the deconstructed pyramids that you considered serious. Makeshift Einsteins, we're only affected by tear gas. Eyes reveal the truth, but looks can be deceiving. Only the mirror seeing the correct perception, reflecting past the inner epidermis, helping to resist the urges and build up courage to turn this cheek to the opposite direction towards positive affection. My head is on a swivel, searching for civilians with informed opinions upon dominion. Domination isn't a primary objective, but a combination of accommodation and patience and a combination led by dedication. There's the education for the Federation of National Riders. I'm watching the race in sweatpants. The best chance to resolve the theory of how you see me is to portray the feelings of a TV MC. Empty. Exempt me, period, exclamation mark, makeshift.
Back in his day, they thought he was crazy, but he taught them E equals MCs are squared.
Remember a long time ago, before you picked up that pen, you were a square in a circle and you tried to pretend you were your best friend. You tend to say the pen and pad was the father figure. Look in the mirror to tell yourself things you needed to hear to start off your rapping career. Like listen here, all the way to what flashy cars and crowd cheers. From having no money to heavy flow, funny how it is. Forgetting past fine fellow MCs that helped you on your search for knowledge in the distance. Somewhere along the line you figured you should point your diamond-studded finger in that opposite direction, away from the rumors that linger around. So you headed up from the search for what's underground and found nothing but two-faced fake friends, and now even God is frontin'. You ate your last piece of the pie from the oven. And the back's turned, the wax burns, your tapes disintegrate, your CDs violate the one thing that makes hip-hop great. Original thought and the way you get lost in your own mind. Now you're back to living out of your backpack. No more money stack, eating snack packs. It's funny how rap gets the best out of some and the rest stay humble to the brink. Fumble a mistake and smile. You can't change my insides, but what you do to my exterior, and I refuse to be reduced by looking in the mirror. Makeshift.
So why do they call you guys the Makeshift Einsteins anyways?
Because
I was like, ah, and she was like, ooh.
And I was like, yeah.
That's it, man.
It followed from the special theory of relativity that mass and energy are but different manifestations of the same thing. A somewhat unfamiliar conception for the average mind. Furthermore, the equation E equals mc squared, in which energy is put equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light, showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy, and vice versa. The mass and energy were in fact equivalent, according to the formula mentioned above.